On Tuesday, during a parliament debate, the UK government vehemently defended the British Broadcasting Corporation or BBC. This comes a week after the income tax officials in India surveyed BBC offices in Delhi and Mumbai for nearly 59 hours. The UK government asserted that the broadcaster's editorial freedom is vitally important and issues related to the raids were raised with the Indian government. It was also said during the debate that the UK is very proud of its press freedom. Noting that the BBC criticizes the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, Tory MP David Rutley said, and I quote, "We stand up for the BBC, we fund the BBC. We think the BBC World Service is vitally important. We want the BBC to have that editorial freedom. That freedom is key and we want to be able to communicate its importance to our friends across the world, including the government in India," he said. Jim Shannon of Northern Ireland's Democratic Unionist Party or DUP had kicked off the debate by saying that the raid was a deliberate act of intimidation following the release of an unflattering document about the country's leader. On the other hand, Labour MP Fabian Hamilton said that it was particularly worrying that the BBC staff had been forced to stay in their offices overnight and faced lengthy questioning. Also, Britain's first turbaned Sikh MP, Tanmanjeet Singh Desi, was one among those who raised questions on the income tax survey on BBC offices in New Delhi and Mumbai. During a question-hour session, the British Sikh MP said, and I again quote, "We in the UK are very proud of our press freedoms and indeed are accustomed to the BBC and other reputable media outlets for holding to account in a devastating manner the UK government, its Prime Minister and opposition parties." The BBC India offices were surveyed by the Income Tax Department over issues related to international taxation and transfer pricing of BBC subsidiary companies. The mobile phones and laptops of employees were scanned during the survey that lasted 3 days. After the survey ended, the BBC in a statement said that it would continue to report without fear or favor.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.